Okay, according to our studio here, it says that we're live and we've got 41 people watching, but I don't see it live anywhere else. Let me go to the comment screen real quick and see if we got comments on there.
It's live on HTL, live on LA Hobby Guy, live on Lasermaker's Realm.
I just got the notification that mine was live.
Yeah, under
it went to the
a different link.
Yeah, it sent it to the wrong studio that it created.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
So
not wrong studio, but wrong broadcast.
Yes, the wrong broadcast. So we're missing a whole bunch. Well, hello everybody that's here with us now. I'm hoping that everybody figures out that that we are live on a different studio. This is kind of strange. We do have new software, so it's kind of... This happened to us once before. Remember, Patrick?
Yeah, it's coming up on the 11/30/24, but this is not the 11/30/24.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened here, but let's take a look. And okay, so I see that people are saying we see you. Yeah, you're live. Yeah, but I think that you guys may have found this not from the links that we posted. That's the whole problem.
Yeah, it's not going to have the link to today's files in the description. It's the other studio.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what?
I can.
Let's go ahead.
I can pop into those, to at least mine in the LMR, and update the description.
Yeah. Why don't you do that while we get started? I guess. I mean, this is the second time that this has happened. But for everybody that's here, hello. We're going to just quickly jump over to the comments section. Just going to keep an eye on that. And got my notification. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it's not the link that we posted. It's, like William says right there, not the link from the realm. So, okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to keep going for tonight. And maybe, Patrick, you can do like a comment in the other ones real quick. And just say that we're live from a different link. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do something.
Okay, but we're not going to take comments right now. We're gonna stick to this main screen for right now. We're not going to do the comments now. We're going to try and get the people into the right place. Just take a minute now. Technical difficulties. Let's see, I got to get out of my full screen here so I can come back.
Sometimes it feels like we went back in time, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do Lasermaker's Realm first and update the description.
Yeah.
The title.
So let's see. I got to come over here to this one. Sorry, guys. And
that's all right. They'll hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
And be patient with us.
Okay.
I have faith in our viewers.
I guess I can change the title.
Okay, LMR is updated. I changed the title.
Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll change the title here. New link.
I'll get mine.
I'm glad you guys seem to know what you're doing.
We don't.
Go to your YouTube and change the title of the stream that's live right now. Just go to your dashboard, click on live, and edit title and description. And then don't forget to put your the file link.
Yep.
Mine says 12/14/24 Saturday night live stream. New time. The link's in my description already.
Yeah. See now this.
That's the old one. That's not the one that's live though. Probably.
Yeah, the one that's live has a description of 11:30. Let me change that description on my site.
Oh, it is. Okay, I see it. Gotcha.
Oh my goodness, what a nightmare! This is what happens when we get new software. Okay, so I've got mine updated, and let's see. Wow, a lot of clicking going on, guys.
Okay, I'm done. I got
Yeah,
rid of the streams that aren't working on my channel and LMR, so that there's only the one, so it'll be less confusing.
yeah.
Doing that now with mine. Mine's updated. Now I'll go back.
I got to change the public links too. Wow, this is terrible. Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah. Just everybody's going to be bored while we're doing this.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure. Okay, viewer count's coming up slowly, so hopefully it'll be all right.
Well, here we are anyway. Welcome everybody to the new,
The
the
new and improved.
new and improved Saturday night live stream. I guess that has something to do with me being on drugs. Patrick, you need to stop selling those drugs.
I know, but I
But
like
yeah,
selling drugs.
but first thing I want to do is thank everybody that sent me all these messages, all these great messages, and text messages and private messages and Patreon messages. Thank you all so much. I'm in my recovery phase. I'm 2 weeks and I don't know what, couple of days, 2 weeks and a couple of days into my recovery from my back surgery. Everything's going really well. I've lost 16 pounds. I don't know if you can tell. Feeling good. Still have a little trouble getting around and got to take a break every 30 minutes or so. But other than that, I want to thank everybody so much for all the support going through all of this. Thank you all. I appreciate it. So
You're
tonight,
welcome.
go ahead, Patrick.
Oh, I was just gonna say you're welcome, probably from me and everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Speak for everyone.
So tonight we got a nice package for you of a bunch of different files. We're going to tell you about that in just a minute. I am not capacitated. I don't know what the word would be to actually start fooling with equipment and everything, because I'm still on these drugs every 4 hours. So, excuse me. What I did was I got a project from last Christmas. Let me show you this real quick. This is a door hanger with a little rope here. And guys, right now you can go to Hobby Lobby. This is wood pile. It's $7.99 at Hobby Lobby. And right now they have 50% off on this pre-built piece of wood. So I did this last year, and I'm going to share this file out again this year with you, where if you buy this particular piece from Hobby Lobby for $4, I mean, it's a great deal. I'm actually going to hang this on my front door when I'm done. I'm going to put two little command strips here, and then hang this from the hook, and that way it won't flop back and forth. And it's really a really nice looking porch sign for your front door. And it's got, the words to Feliz Navidad. Jesus is the reason. This is a little darker section here. I'll show you that in a little bit in the file, how I did all of this. And I'm sharing this file with you tonight in a Lightburn file, as well as I've got the SVG, I've got the DXF, I've got the AI file. So whatever program that you're using, you'll be able to do that. If you're using the Lasermatic, the standard Lasermatic Mark II, the Lightburn file is exact for that file. So you can open it up. If you're using the 20 watt, even the settings will be perfect. So that's what I'm going to be offering for tonight. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to be doing the production of the three of us. I have enough mental facilities, even being on the drugs tonight, to be able to take care of all the different scenes that we've got here. And I'll show you this file a little bit later. I've got the Lightburn file there that I'll cover with you. But I'm done with my intro for tonight. So let's go over to that guy over there. And Patrick,
Thank you
what do
very
you got
much.
going on?
I have a heart-shaped box. If you're familiar with that song. So here's I have three different. Hold on, let me move my microphone. Little funny sayings. Of course, you can change these and make them whatever you want, but I went with these for some little bit of humor. But the first one is "You auto-complete me," and this is a living hinge wrapped around. I did use boxes.py to make this. And then this one's just wood. So there is a little piece that you have to glue on to get it to snap down in the box. Then I wanted to show you a few other variations you could do with just this one file. Here I used mirrored acrylic and used it for the lid. And then this is the closest I had to a heart of gold. So yeah, it's yellow, but we'll go with gold. So it's a heart of gold. Here's the best thing I found while scrolling. And of course, you can open it up, and then it's a little dirty, but then there's a little mirror on the inside. So you could even put some lipstick and some makeup and tell them that, don't tell them that they need it. Just like, here's a gift with a mirror in it, right? Yeah. And then the third version is "You're my favorite notification." And this one, yeah, forgive my crappy use of glue. My glue's going bad. So I did get some on the side there. But this is actually plywood that's been coated with leatherette. So I glued leatherette to it and then cut the living hinge and everything out with the leatherette attached to the plywood. So you can see. You can even do the living hinge with the leatherette already on it. Now, if you do this, there will be some places where you need to remove the leatherette so that the joints fit correctly. And I just scored it and then scraped it off with my thumbnail, and it came right off, and then everything fit together very nice. But these were three different versions that I thought I'd show. One file in three completely different looks.
Beautiful.
Cool.
That really, I love that leatherette one. That was awesome. My brain is still processing it. I never thought to do that. That's a great idea. Okay, how about you down there? What you got going on?
Well, in mine, I have named the file "useful stuff" or "useful files." I don't know what I called it, but I got a little stand here for your. This is what I use for my signage. Put that in there. Yep, and my craft shows. So I just put my stuff on there and do what I got to do. The next thing that I have in there is some of these little hold down clamps for warped plywood, as well as a standoff made out of scrap plywood. You just pop that into your thing, slip your plywood right in there, made for 3mm plywood, and it holds it up so you don't get flashback. Kind of, yeah. I also, without talking to Patrick, decided to put a living hinge thing in mine. So that was a coincidence. This is a photo holder. I'll just use this because it's wide enough for the bottom, but it'll hold the photo up. That's a living hinge, and this wraps around. Pop those in. Also in my file tonight, the filter box. Yeah.
Can hold off on the comments for right now. We're not actually seeing the comments yet. We're going to switch to that screen a little bit later where everybody can, where we all can see the comments. But for right now, we're just kind of, doing the introduction. So we're not going to get to those comments yet. So if you can just hold off on those for now, we're going to go back to Jeremy again. Thank you.
All right. So also, in the file, I have put the plans for this little filter box that goes on top of the Mark II. I made the adjustments to it. It's now skinnier. This part's dropped down, so it's a little tighter to the thumb screw for the raising and lowering. And, just got my filter medium in there. It's a MERV 7. People were asking about that. But since I got the video done, I put the file over on my other Facebook page, but I thought I would just send it in the file for tonight as well. So those are my 4 little items that I put in my file.
And,
I did forget one. Sorry, I did forget one thing I was going to show with this living hinge.
Go ahead.
Let me go over to this camera. See, this is the mirrored acrylic, right? I've done some experimenting, and you can actually do a living hinge out of acrylic. So that's mirrored acrylic as a living hinge. So I just wanted to put that out there. So if you guys are so inclined, you can try that. The burn is different, so the joints end up being tighter. So I just need to do another test, and I think I'll have a working heart box.
Very nice. Okay, so these guys are going to get started setting up. Patrick, what are you going to do tonight? You going to do something live?
I'm going to do one heart box and a railroad spike.
Okay.
So one fiber laser project, one lasermatic project.
Cool. Fiber and diode. Jeremy, are you doing something tonight?
I am making the living hinge thing for you guys and the box, and I'll put the box together.
Okay, cool. And I am not I'm not doing anything tonight except controlling the screen because I don't have the mental capacity being on this oxy and all these drugs they've got me on for another couple of days. So, but I do have all my files for this Merry Christmas sign. I made sure that I didn't come empty-handed tonight. So that download, by the way, is in the description now, or it should be down below the video. I haven't gotten to lasermakersrealm.com yet to put the blog post up, but I will right after the live stream tonight. So it'll also be available on lasermakersrealm.com in the first blog post after tonight's video. So let's get started. I'll jump over to the comments screen real quick, and you guys can get started on your projects, and we'll start taking and answering comments. So at the very top, hello to everybody. We're not going to get to everybody one by one tonight, but Pop says, please remember to smash the like button on all 4 channels. Thank you, Pop. Let's see. There are a bunch of viewers on the old link that are waiting. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We've got this new software that apparently if you change the name, it had the wrong name on it. It absolutely creates a new studio. So sorry about that. Hopefully they'll come over. The replay is always going to be here. Glad to see you back, Rich. Thanks, Pop-Up. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to be back, even though it's short-term. I'm sure as soon as this is over, I'm ready to go back in and lay down right now, but I'm going to stick it out through the live stream tonight. John is here from Australia. Hey, John. Hey, Jim. Jim is here from Idaho, one of our regular viewers. Hello, Perman. And Jim from North Carolina. And Christy sending good wishes. Thank you, Christy. I am feeling better, although I'm a little doped up. I'm still here and doing pretty much nothing for tonight. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. Hey, Bob. Silver Grove, Kentucky. Kentucky is such a beautiful state. I always love driving through Kentucky, and I always say, hey, I would love to buy some property here and live in this state. It's so beautiful there.
Hey, Patrick, your mic is picking up everything super loud.
Hi, Kate.
Well, it
Keith is
wasn't
here
doing that
from
last week.
Keith from Keith from Tennessee, and Sergio is here. Good thing I closed the YouTube channel and restarted. Well, we're glad you're here, Sergio. One good thing about tonight is that I'm hands free. I don't have to. I don't want to operate laser equipment while I'm on these painkillers. So uh, I'm hands free. Thank you, Greg. Greg says I look great. I lost 16 pounds from my time in the
Sound any
hospital.
better?
A
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah,
Yep.
that's okay. And Aaron's here from Nebraska. Hey, Aaron, must be nice and cold up there. I'm about to put the air conditioning back on. What is it in here? 74. Yeah, I'm okay for now.
We had
Old
6 last
Nebraska.
night.
Clayton is saying aloha, so I'm guessing he is from Hawaii. You got everybody here jealous tonight. And Jeremy is showing us something. Let's take a
Oh, I
look
was
at.
just putting it together while you were talking.
Oh, okay. Let's see
Yeah.
how that goes together.
Well, yeah. Oh, and I broke it just now. That's fun. So yeah, they just slide right in. Yep. Little side stabilizer. Yeah.
Rain 100 says, "Hi, Rich. Welcome back. Just trying your letter to Santa now for my granddaughter." Oh, yeah. So I've got. Look, I can stand up. I can stand up straight again. It takes a little hurt there, a little pain getting up, but yeah, I've got my letter to Santa video that I did that you hang on the tree, and this is I don't know, I think it's 5 layers, 1, 2, 3, yeah, something like that, 5 layers altogether. I did this last year, and I redid it again in a much smaller size. So that video I put up just before my surgery, or I think I may have scheduled it to while I was having surgery. And this is a great little project that the kids love putting their letter in here. And there's a great story that goes with it and all. Old Farts in Paradise. I like that handle. It's Mike from Florida. He says, "Thank you for what you guys are doing. You're most welcome. We want to thank you for being here." Um, Aaron saying they had an ice storm last night. Yeah, Pop Pop's 29 degrees in New Jersey. In New Jersey, it's 29 degrees with car-sized drones flying all over the place.
Yeah.
Hello from Yakima. Is that Michigan? Yakima? I think that's,
Uh,
I don't know where that is.
maybe.
Yeah. Ken is here from Mass. Glad you're on the mend, Rich. Thank you. I am too. Look, guys, I feel better than right now. I woke up from the surgery and all of the pain from the waist down that I've been dealing with for the last couple of years was gone completely. So I can tolerate this pain. For those of you that don't know, I had all the little spiny bumps removed from my lumbar section, and they put in 24 anchors and 12 rods, I think. So that realigned all of my spine and they took the back part of the bones out so that the nerves would be able to do what they do again and not be pinched. And I'm feeling like a new person. It's just I just got to get through this pain phase from the surgery, but the drugs are handling that pretty well. So
I just got a message from the Peanut Gallery. It's Yakima, Washington.
Washington, that's right. Yeah, Washington. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking. Yeah, Mike says Washington State. With my Adam stack, Rainy 100 says with my Adam stack had to take line speed down to 100 millimeters per second, a couple of hours, and it should be finished. 100 millimeters per second, so that's 6,000 millimeters per minute. Yeah, it's got to be a low-powered atom stack then. Mine took, I think, 30 minutes, something like that on the 20 watt. 78 degrees in Maui. Okay, now he's really getting me jealous. Not that I want the heat, but just being in Hawaii, it's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's 31 here right now.
All right, get
Let's
ready
see.
for
Yes,
some
that's what it
fireworks.
is. That Paul's got it. That's what it is. That's where I know the Yakima apples. Yep. And Maine Sawyer is here from Maine. Perry from Michigan. Okay. Thank you, Ken. That is fantastic news. I'm telling everybody that I can how good I feel. Even with the back pain from the surgery, it's nothing compared to what I've been through for the last couple of years. Mike is here
Only
from the western side.
Ken.
Okay. Good.
No, Ken was asking if it was wrong to be eating dry roasted peanuts while being in the peanut gallery. But only if you're a peanut.
Pop says he thought it was bad with his 3-level spinal fusion. I had that too. I had a 5-level spinal fusion. So I think that's what all the rods and the anchors and everything is. Called a fusion. It was laminectomy and spinal fusion and realignment of the nerve stem. Rich, now you'll make all of the TSA alarms go off. I don't think so because I have a titanium hip already, so these are all titanium parts. I don't think it sets off the alarm. Okay, Sergio says 30 here, 30 degrees in Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got the UAPs flying over Maryland now too. New Jersey, Maryland,
New York,
DC, New York,
and
Brooklyn.
Pennsylvania have a couple now.
Yeah, 29 in Lansing. Wow, it's getting cold. It's getting cold.
Sharon, that's because you're farther inland. I'm closer to the lake shore, so I still get the warm air coming off the lake yet.
Any advice? Paul is asking, is any advice for engraving into metals? I tried to engrave some pens from Costco, and it did absolutely nothing. Yeah, 30-watt dial is not going to do it unless you have a Lasermatic. Lasermatic, you can change the frequency, and you can do some metals with it. But if you're going to do metal engraving, you pretty much need to have either a fiber laser for metal engraving, or you can use a CO2 with some type of accelerant. Hello from Louisiana, JJ Woodshop. Hello from Louisiana, JJ Woodshop. I'm over here in just south of New Orleans.
Howdy, Roy.
Roy says, glad to see you back. I'm not quite back yet, but I'm here for tonight. A couple more days, I think I'll be okay. Roy also says hi to Patrick, Jeremy, and everybody in the chat. Steve says, I have 4 inches of snow here right now in Reno. Oh, yeah, you're up in the mountains over there. Yep. Jim McCall's skeet shooting with prizes. Okay.
Yeah.
Maine Sawyer, there was a few flying up around here last night, says Maine Sawyer. The drones. Yeah, I don't know why the government is doing this. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
But,
and then denying it.
I know it's not Iran. I know it's not any of the things that they're saying, and they're saying I don't know anything about it. That's just not true. So, okay, so when you have a drone the size of a car, my drone was like $800, and it's this big. So, when you have a drone the size of a car that can fly for 8 or 9 hours, that's government sponsored.
Yeah, actually, we're sponsoring it, which is ridiculous.
Exactly. Right. Every one of us with our taxpayer dollars.
Have you saw the Jetson drones, the
Darren.
single pilot drones?
Yep. Hello in the UK to Darren. Steve
Sharon,
Smith
I'll go out and throw my fan on real quick.
in Oregon. Can you cut your Christmas door sign with a 10-watt Ray 5? Yes, sir, you can. And actually, the file, the Lightburn file, should probably fit that Ray file, Ray 5, the bed of the Ray 5. You may have to shrink the whole thing just a slight bit, but you can probably still use this piece of wood from Hobby Lobby. It's designed to be done on this piece of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different slats. So that's how I designed the file. But you can take any of the graphics, or you can take the Lightburn file and rearrange it any way you want for any type of piece of wood. Yeah, and it's just an engraving. I didn't do any cutting on that. Ono95 says, "Hey from the Netherlands, just tuning in the middle of the night." Well, we're glad that you're here with us. It's still the early evening for us. Thanks for being here. Something behind me just fell. Ken says, "Is it normal to run 0.25 inch MGF with probably MDF with multiple passes? I found the 300 speed with 90% power and one pass worked, but there was more soot." Yeah, so this is on the MK2XW. Yeah, so if you want less soot, reduce your power and run, or increase your speed and run multiple passes, and that'll work for you. Yeah, Pop-Up says, FBI says 15-year-olds flying their drones. Yeah, they're $100,000 drones.
Freaking TikTokers.
Yeah.
The
Gregory's here
Jetson One is
from...
128,000.
Yeah, exactly. Gregory's here from Huntsville, Alabama. Glad you're doing okay, Rich. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got you, Ken. I knew you meant MDF.
How much noise are you getting now?
It's tolerable.
Yeah, just your
I've
fiber
been
laser
turning it
when
off
it kicks in.
Yeah.
Been turning it off or turning my mic off when I'm not talking, and then
Hey, Herb in California. Let's take a closer look for a minute and see what's going on with Patrick.
It's the 60-watt JPT MOPA. And TJ, talk to me. Send me a message on Facebook or email.
Yeah, if you have something that you need to, communicate directly with us, just send us an email.
Yeah, and he's wanting a fiber laser and talking to Pascal, and yeah, since I'm representing Hotian on their Galvo side, shoot me a message.
Yeah. Let's see. I got to go back into full screen to see the comments. Those drones must be $500,000. Yeah, I mean, you can't fly a drone for that amount of hours. And I mean, some of the photos that I'm seeing, I saw a video today where probably AI, but one of them changed from a drone into an airplane and flew away. So whatever that might be. But what gets me is that if it were me and I were in the Pentagon, the Navy has those bazookas now that shoot EMPs. So I'd grab one of those from the Navy and knock one out of the sky and see what's happening. And you know what? As some people saying it's aliens, I find that funny that the aliens would comply to our licensing and our laws with the red light and the green light and the flashing light.
And our colored lighting. Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Rick is here from Ontario, Canada. 7 degrees. Thank you for the good wishes, Rick. Appreciate it. Roy
Yeah,
W.
the spike is a memorial item from this person's trip last year. I have like about 8 of them to do, probably for each guy that went on the trip.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Roy is saying that he just started the Lightburn trial and learning lots from you guys. Well, thank you, Roy. I have a complete Lightburn playlist on my channel. If you start with Lightburn College 101, that's my most popular video in the last 3 years. Everybody seems to like that one. I have to do a new version of that, as a matter of fact. Pop-up says to Patrick, I think your year is wrong on your railroad spike.
Yeah.
2023.
Well, you
That's
know for sure it's not aliens, because aliens wouldn't be following the FAA's guidelines on auxiliary lighting and directional lighting on
right.
their aircraft.
That
So you could
that's what I
rule
was just
aliens out.
saying. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was just saying. Pop-up saying that your year is wrong on the railroad spike, but that was from an event from last year.
Yep.
Greg says spike is looking cool. Let's take a closer look at it.
I'm going to ask them if they want it sealed in. That way the writing doesn't rust. I think it would look cooler to seal it in like that.
Hey Jerry, thank you so much. I'm glad I'm getting better. I wanted to stop in to you in Vegas today. I just didn't. I couldn't get out of bed. So sorry. Steve is here. Venturi. Of course, it's
What's
aliens.
going on,
The
Steve?
lights are just a diversion.
Hmm.
If you haven't checked out Steve's channel, he's got a great channel. He does lots of cool things. Last year, Steve did a cell phone holder that was a fireplace. You put your cell phone in there with the burning log. I just absolutely love that. Promised myself I was going to do it, and I never did do it. Steve, you got to do a retake on that video because
Yeah,
in my
that would
opinion,
probably
that's
melt my
horrible.
OtterBox case.
Yeah, I absolutely love that design. Do a retake on that, Steve. I'd love to see that again. In fact, I'm probably going to go search out that video now. Hey V, glad to see you here. Thank you. I'm glad to be back, even if it's only for an hour tonight. Okay, Gil, let me switch over and I'll put some. I got to go back out of full screen. Let me get to the banner where I can put um, who we are up there. And I'm not sure if I put the email addresses in here, but hang on a second, Patrick. But
Yep.
mine is the LA Hobby Guy at gmail.com. Patrick's is sales at lightsource.pro, lightsource.pro, Pro. And Jeremy's is HTL dash, Jeremy, say yours again.
HTL Customs.pro at
HTL
Gmail.
at Gmail, htlcustoms.pro at
Pro.
gmail.com. That's a tough
Yes.
one.
Yeah. It's the only one they let me have.
But you can always contact us through our YouTube channels as well. Our email addresses are there, and those are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All right, Patrick, what you got?
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure that it's sealed, and hopefully they'll just want the whole thing sealed just the way it looks right there. Yeah, I think it would look good. I got a whole bag to do. Let's see. Yeah, this many.
Steve is saying,
A handful. This is just a handful.
Patrick, Steve is saying that his wife wants one scaled up to fit the 65-inch television. Okay, I want to see that video.
Yeah, no kidding.
Once what scaled up?
Do you remember last year when Steve did that
Oh,
fireplace
yeah.
and put his cell phone in it?
Yeah, to
That
fit
was
the
so cool.
65-inch.
Yeah, we got to do some drone templates now. Everybody's giving you accolades in there, Patrick, in the chat.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, Paul is asking, do diode lasers do slate? Yeah, they do them beautifully. They do slate beautifully. I thought I had a coaster here, but I don't see it. I usually do have a coaster here that I did on the Lasermatic, but yeah, I mean you can do it on anything from, a 5 watt laser up to a 80 watt diode laser, whatever. It does coasters really well. I don't know where my coaster is. How do you like that? Whenever I look for something, I have a gremlin here that kind of steals stuff from me.
And she's not supposed to feed them after midnight.
Yeah. Well, Patrick can tell you, I was actually on a video chat with him, and I was looking for something, an international uh, converter for my plug, and I had just gone in the house and gotten it. And then I said, okay, well, I'll go back out. I'll go get another one. I have one in my truck. And when I came back in the shot, I mean, Patrick was live with me on a video chat, and there it was right there on my desk where I had left it earlier.
It just magically appeared.
It magically appeared while I was gone getting another one.
Actually, I hid it from you and then put it back while you weren't looking.
Yeah, from West Virginia.
Yeah.
So Ken is asking, he says that he wanted to ask Jeremy how the project he's making for the fan is coming along. Well, I think he's already got that in tonight's files, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, well, I'm doing it right now. I'm gluing it. The glue is drying, so I'm just
Yeah.
cutting the filter material to get it put in there. The
Yeah,
right thickness.
Right now, Jeremy.
Yep.
And Home Depot has 4-inch slate, right? Okay, they have like a kind of weird slate. I like going over to Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby has, the hand cut edges on it. Really nice slate coasters, and they're usually pretty cheap. So, in fact, I have a whole box in the shed next door that I got for, I think it was 70 cents a piece. Okay, so let's see. What is the whole drone story? Now, well, nobody knows why they're doing it. You have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what's going on. Nobody does. All we know is that some people in the government, I guess maybe before they get fired or the government changes hands, are spending a whole bunch of money playing games with drones, and nobody knows what's going on. My coaster could be under a drink. It's not under my drink. Where did I put it? Okay, this has got me frustrated now. Uh-huh. Here it is. Okay, so this one is old. I don't know why it's over there. This one is old, dirty, and tarnished, but I'll show it to you anyway. This was done on a 5-watt diode laser. And this is the hand chipping that I was telling you about. So I really like that look of the hand chipped slate. And by the way, if you do a material test on these, you can get this. This is actually gray. You can't really see that in there, but I got gray, green, and gold from the diode laser on the slate. So I found that diode and CO2, in my opinion, is really the best thing for slate. I love how it comes out on the diode. Pop-Up saying he's done coasters on his 5-watt. They come out very nice. Yeah, any diode laser does a good job on slate.
Mm-hmm.
TJ says, glad to see you, Rich, and not sound like a mother, but don't rush recovery. Oh, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. Let it heal. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I'm doing everything that the doctor says, except for tonight, but I can sit for an hour or so before I have to get up and walk around, and then usually.
No, you're doing what the doctors say. I've met your wife. I know. I know why.
And V Swan has
thank you so much.
V Swan has donated $50 to the channel. We really appreciate that, V. Thank you so much for your always continued support. And
yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's just great. All of the money that we get in donations go directly to these two guys down below, so that they can buy supplies and we can make more things. So thank you, V. V is one of our best supporters. Thank you
And
so
do
much.
month-long testing on stuff like this for you guys.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's where all of our supplies come from. Well, not all of mine, but all of you guys.
You want to pop this up a minute, Rich? I'll show them what I got.
Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Hang on. Uh, okay, let me just put you up while I do this.
Okay, so this one is the original. You can see how much taller it is. And then this one here, I've lowered everything down, and it still kept the same thickness, but your thumb screw will still fit underneath this, so you can adjust your height. And then you just that's dirty. That's only 3 days. And then there's the clean one. You can see the gray inside it, how much that is. And if you guys want, yeah, yeah. hmm I think that's the plan from what I heard, what I was talking with Leo about when he saw this. So, and that's good. I just know that cleaning the muck out of that fan and the system in there. Let me take that off. I'll show you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go take it off the machine, and I'm gonna show you down inside after 6 weeks of doing this.
I have a couple more comments here.
Looks like
Gregory
I'm
says he's a
done.
fan of the Lasermatic. Can we start a Rolly Club 1030 watt? Well, they have the Rolly official Facebook group, which got all kinds of files and advice and troubleshooting. You know, whatever problem you have gets solved the same day. So you look for the official Rolly Automation Facebook group and join that, because lots of good stuff going on over there.
Oh, I love it when everything just falls out.
Clayton says he loves doing canvas, slate, and ceramic tile. Yeah, all good stuff. All good stuff. Greg is saying I had abdominal surgery 2 months ago and it still feels funky. Yeah, I think after you have any kind of surgery where they get their hands inside you, you kind of feel a little bit off for like up to a year or so afterwards. And V is asking, Jeremy, do you use any particular filter for those?
Yeah, it's a Merv 7 that I'm using right now.
MERV 7. Okay.
Yeah, Merv 10 is designed for smoke. It
Yeah.
eats more smoke, but I have one here and I haven't tested it yet.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about it if it's too tight of a weave, letting the air through that I want. So the Smurf 7 seems to be working. So
Now I got a text message today from my dryer that said that the filter was clogged. So I took it out and took it all apart. And there's just this little, maybe 2/16 of an inch filter between two pieces of plastic. And it's a big, long filter. And really thin, and it's a black material. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to research that, because it's a really nice thin material that grabs everything. So I don't know about dust, but I'm going to do a little research on that when I do my 3D print design for that product.
In the interest of time, I'm just going to quickly put some super glue on this and some accelerator,
Mm-hmm.
the instant set, and just put it together so you guys can see. So that's what I'm going to do here real quick.
Okay, quickly, Paul's saying, what kind of tests do you measure to your laser kerf? Okay, so you can go to Patrick. What's the name of the website where you got that file?
Boxes.py.
You can go to boxes.py, and it'll take you to another website that you can actually get a kerf test, and that's probably the best one that's out there. where you do two squares and you fit up your different pieces. It tells you what the kerf is. So boxes.py.
Yeah.
Paul's saying it's probably an activated charcoal filter in my dryer. I don't know because I just washed it out with the garden hose. So it looked like it was just like a black plastic kind of filter. I don't know what it is. I'm going to research that though from GE and find out exactly what that is, and I'll find a place to buy it without having to buy the whole thing from them.
I don't know, Greg, if you could use the coffee filter material or not. I haven't tried it. We have a Keurig, so I mean, I don't have coffee filters
I
anymore.
would say that's a good idea. That probably would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee filters, and for $2 you get 100 of them. That's a
Now,
great idea,
what
by the way.
you want to pop me back up so I can show a couple things?
Yeah, sure.
So you see the metal inside there? These are pleated, when they come like that. I took it out of here for this one. I don't like it. It's too floppy and it's just there. So that's why I use this filter, because it has that rigid steel in there and it holds it in place. And I can stretch it and make it fit and stay tight to the edges how I want it to. But anyways, so inside, you can see it's just gray dust. There's no black sludge. And this is 6 weeks. I haven't cleaned it yet. So after 4 weeks, this thing was black, nasty sludge that you could take this little pick, come in here, and it would just be filled with it. There's nothing on there. So proof of concept works. And then this just fits right there. Just like that. So your thumb screw right here. And then it's got this little, yep, it's still got this rim that's inside that holds it up. So it sits right on the top of that, and it doesn't affect any of the opening for the fan. Yeah. Yep. But that's why I use the actual filter with the metal pleat in it, so that you can move it around, and they grab the wood too and hold it in place. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's see. Scott is saying, latecomer, what thickness is your go-to for these small projects like the hearts? Typically, you're going to want to stick around 3 to 5 millimeters. Well, 3 millimeters would be ideal, I would get. Patrick, what are you using?
3.
3 millimeter. Yeah, 3 millimeter is ideal. Jack says that, Jack in the shop says, hey, Jack, by the way, I haven't seen you in a while. I just ran an order for 400 slate coasters on the fiber. That's a big order. Got the slates from Michael's. Michael's is the other good place. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Yeah, they're bigger than Amazon. Would not fit the 100 trays I made for this order. Yeah, I still have some trivets up there that are 8 by 12 that I need to do. I have one I already did for my house. I need to do a couple more of those for gifts this week. Perry says a viterectomy. I don't know what a viterectomy is. Will give you a warm, fuzzy feeling. He had one on his left eye to get rid of floaters. Yeah. And for 2 weeks, he was in horrible pain. Oh, I feel for you there. I don't know if I'd want anybody getting in my eye.
So my text got off. Somehow I nudged it off center in Lightburn, so it engraved exactly how it was in Lightburn. I thought I had it grouped together with the heart, but I must not have. But anyway, that's how quick and easy it is to put that together. Did you not have it on screen?
The time? No, I had it on screen. I
No.
said, how long did it take?
I don't know. How long was that? A couple minutes?
Don't know. Didn't take long at all.
No.
Rita is saying she does tiles with T102 and it works great, but I want to engrave with no color showing so I can color with an alcohol ink. I am not familiar with that. I know Patrick is. How can I engrave ceramic tile without leaving a color with a 20-watt diode? Patrick, can you answer that?
What do you mean without leaving the color?
Yeah.
She says she's using T102. I don't know. I'm really not really sure what the question is there. But
Steve's
rephrase that.
doing
And,
titanium dioxide on a engrave with
oh
no
yeah, that's
color
right. Yeah,
showing. Uh,
yeah.
how can I engrave ceramic tile without leaving color with a 20-watt diode?
Can't answer that one.
I used the video that I put out last week. I used the tempera paint and I used the tape, and it all leaves. And the dye that I used, it was still able to color fill in those tiles so that you couldn't tell.
Okay. Thank you
Well,
so
thank
much,
you.
Rick. $20 from Rick. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. There was one that I saw here. The comments are going a little faster than we can see here. How do you fit a test grid on a coaster? Well, you do that. Hang on a second. I don't know why this is not coming off screen now. Let me see.
All right, test grid on a coaster. So if you go to your
Material test.
material test,
You can determine
at
the
the
size.
top,
Yeah.
yep, at the top it says count on both sides. You got your parameter, minimum, maximum height, Y center. On the top of that list on both of those columns, you can go up or down. You can go all the way up to 30 or 40. You can go all the way down to 1.
Yeah.
So you can make it any size you want.
And Ken is asking, as a newbie to Patrick, I ask about settings. Can you share your settings on the hotbox cut? The thing, I mean, he can, and he probably will, but the thing about that is that every laser is going to be different. You have to do your own material testing on that. But Patrick, what were your settings on that for the cut on that hotbox?
Hold on a second. Let me get back to that.
And how big was the sheet of wood that you used for the hotbox? Get two at one time.
12 by 12.
12 by 12.
Then here's a picture of the tiles that were in the video last week. One was done with blue painter's tape. One was done with tempera paint. So a little different result. And then, of course, you can always adjust the settings to change the result even further. But that dye covered up the gray that was already on the tile, no problem. It was. One on the left was just blue painter's tape.
One right, but I was pretty sure that
Yeah,
it was.
and the one on the left was the blue painter's tape.
Cool. Good night, William. Thank you for joining
my cut
us.
setting is right here. Speed, this is with the 30-watt Lasermatic. Speed of 450 millimeters per minute, 100% power, one pass.
A 30 watt, and everything fell out. I didn't have to do anything.
Okay.
And I think that
Rita's back
450
again.
was
Rita's back again.
actually, I think I was cutting 500 with 500, but I slowed it to 450 when I added the leatherette.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So Rita's rephrasing now. She just wants to etch the tile. She wants to just engrave the tile, or etch is the right word. Tried painter's tape, but it still left the color. Did you try doing it without any tape, without anything on it? That's the way I would do it. And Patty says she just sent you an email, Patrick. We will usually get to those emails the next day because we have more stuff to do after the stream. How do you get such good photos on the slate or wood? Is what Gil is asking.
That is with my fiber laser. I do all of my slate with my fiber laser, and if you go into the photo mode and just invert it and then adjust your settings as you would like it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then play with your settings. But that's all my fiber laser.
I will say now that Jeremy's saying that, yeah, that fiber is probably the best result on a piece of slate. But, I've just been doing it. I'm accustomed to doing it with the CO2 or the diode. My diode is the favorite way to do it because I have all those settings dialed in. And I can get multiple colors on one piece, which you can do in fiber too.
I want to do the painter's canvases like I see on here, and I've ruined about 6 of them trying, so I just quit.
You know, I don't know if it's in here or not. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That got expensive.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm guessing you could probably do the tile with the fiber laser. I didn't see that question. With the tempera paint, because you can do glass with the fiber laser with tempera paint.
I haven't tried any of that tile yet. I should get some and try it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I've did it with the UV, the diode, and I guess next I'm going to have to do the fiber. See if it works, and then maybe try the CO2.
Is it Jill or Gil? I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce it, but they say, of course, the fiber. That was the first laser I ever had that I cut my teeth on in this industry 4 years ago when I got it. So I learned how to do everything on that. You're not supposed to, and only a couple types of wood that I've done on it. Otherwise, you start fires. I mean, I've just done everything on the fiber, and then this year I finally got some stuff to do wood with. So
Paul has a suggestion. Maybe you can remove the color residue with acetone or rubbing alcohol. That's a great suggestion.
huh?
I know alcohol's what I use to clean the tile with to get the blue tape residue off, and it did not remove the color that was left behind.
Okay. I was looking for. I did a scene on that. What were you just talking about a minute ago with the the boards,
Canvas?
The canvas? Yeah, I did one of my wife when we were in Bangkok, and her girlfriend standing in front of a bazaar came out absolutely great. I did a few of them, a few different ones back then, and I found that with those with that type of material, just using paint. I use black, and I use multiple colors in different settings. You can get multiple colors on the canvas. It comes out really great. In fact, I don't remember who it was now, but somebody did a beautiful canvas with the Hulk. That was just absolutely.
That's MDF. That's this was done on the CO2, but I have one smaller. I think I gave it away that I did on the fiber, and it turned out just like this. So, yeah.
Real.
I don't have anything else here. But
Paul says he tried making stencils with leftover cardboard box, but he only made fire. Well, I have this clear, with the drugs in my head. I can't remember what it's called, but I got it off of Amazon, and it's like clear plastic. And you can, on a diode laser, cut clear plastics if it's like paper thin. And that's what I used for stencils last year. I just can't remember. It starts with a V. I can't remember what it is. Gil says, has a Boss LS1630 trying to do pictures on wood or slate. Pictures is an art. If you go to my channel and search for Veronica, I do an in-depth tutorial on how to adjust pictures and get the best resolution out of them. So you might want to go take a look at that. TJ is saying, do you remember what types of wood you did on fiber?
that's what I did. That MDF, and this is cold rolled steel. This is what I do with my fiber laser.
Never done any wood with fiber. I never could get any settings working. Hey, Wendy.
No, Chuck. Hi, Wendy.
Steve says, I'm working on the tile without taper paint, 10 watt X-Tool D1 using 900 speed, 90 power. Just sent Patrick the picture of it with alcohol ink. I have no experience whatsoever with alcohol ink. I know quite a few people use it. Do any of you have the new IR module from Rolly? Well, it just came out. It's not actually. They'll be shipping next month, but yeah, I just got it last week. I just installed it on the 20 watt next to me over here. But right now, I am doing. I am not a fan of 2 watt IR pulse diodes, so it's probably not going to be a great review, but it is what it is. It's a 2 watt IR module. So I'm not a fan of that, but Clayton says, yes, I learned a lot from the Veronica video. Good. Okay. Sharon says, Rich, did you do a YouTube video on the stencil material? No, I did not, but let me see if I have it here.
What kind of stencil material? That white stuff that you get?
I'm showing you guys fiber laser and birch plywood right now.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me.
Yeah, see, I've done that too, Patrick, on that, but I didn't like it.
Let me throw Patrick up real quick.
Yeah, I just want them to see that how finicky wood is with the fiber laser. It can be done, but results are tough to get perfect.
I can't find that material, but I'll mention it in the next live stream. It's over in the other shop. So, what does the IR do for you in this case? Well, an IR, in theory, it's infrared, so it's like a CO2, 1064 nanometers, and you'll be able to do some things like plastics and some metals and things like that. But I have an interesting project that I'm working on, and I am doing stone. Let me switch over here real quick. I'm doing stone on the diode laser. So different types of looks. Here is an example of a cross that I'm in the process of making. This is cut from stone. It's paper thin. And it's from a company up north in Canada. Just an awesome material. So you take and cut something out, and then you cut out something a little larger and as a backer, like wood, like a piece of cherry wood or something like that. And this one is not engraved. I'm sorry, but I have another one that I did testing on that is engraved. Comes out absolutely gorgeous. I'll be doing a video on that pretty soon as well. But that's actual real stone. They have this way of cutting it paper thin. That's just absolutely amazing. Velium. Thank you, TJ. Velium. That's the clear plastic that you can cut stencils out of if you want to spray paint something. Use it as a stencil. Thank you so much, TJ. I appreciate that.
The stuff I got's like a 10 mil and it's white, and I can cut that out of my fiber laser. I had to make a stencil with a person's name on it.
Well, you can cut that clear Velium on a diode too, and it's actually very high speed. It's not something that you have to do it at high speed or else you melt it. Hi, Edward. I'm glad to see you here too. Thank you.
I made my fiber laser do stuff it wasn't supposed to do because that's the only thing I had.
All right, I'm going to show you the graphic that I did first. See, this is the graphic. That way you see that it's supposed to look like an old truck and not look absolutely perfect. And then I'll switch over to the wood as soon as that's in focus. Yeah, it's just a little smoky, but it can be done.
Yeah.
Yes. V is having trouble with the link.
Yes, Timmy, it is Velium.
Files.
Velium. So search out Velium on Amazon. I have a whole pack of it, and last year I did some stencils here for the curb, out in front of the house. So I did a Saints emblem out of one, and the numbers, and spray painted them one on top of the other. Came out really beautiful. Yeah, vellum is sheepskin mylar. Is the plastic film that draftsmen use on professional drawing printers. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Peter. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was just regular plastic. Bob, I don't know why you're not seeing the free file in the description. In fact, I'm going to switch over and go take a look and see why not. All right, so here is the live video. It's in there. Yep, it's in there. You have to click on the little ... more, and then you'll see here's the direct link. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And copy that. And I'm going to come back to the live stream here, and I will put this in the comments in case anybody else is having a problem. So hopefully that went into the comments. Let me see. Yep, it did. So there is the direct link in the comments.
Yeah, so this is Mylar. This is 10 mil Mylar from Amazon. And then you can cut that stuff out of it for your stencils. This is what I use.
Paul's saying vellum is paper, not mylar. Maybe we are thinking of something else. I'll check it when I go to the other shop. But it is a clear plastic. It looks like just like clear plastic. So again, I don't know why that link is not working. I'm going to try it in the browser real quick and see if it works for me. Yep, sure does. Just okay. So all right. So maybe what you're thinking is when you actually click on that link or paste it into your browser, it automatically just goes to a download. So it's not going to like bring up a web page or anything like that. It's going to be in your downloads.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you can cut that Mylar on the CO2. I'm sure you can.
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I just put blue painter's tape on it and cut it on my fiber laser because that's all I had at the time.
The link doesn't actually bring you somewhere. It just downloads a file into your downloads. So look in your download folder right now. Yes, it will be on lasermakersrealm.com about an hour after the video tonight. But we didn't get time to post that before the video today.
So there's fiber laser and leatherette.
Hang on a second.
If you're wondering if fiber laser does leatherette. And that's the brown with the gold foil underneath.
With the gold underneath in.
The diode laser does a great job on leatherette as well. This is my hat right. Well, maybe I'll do it like this. That is leatherette right there. That's carbon fiber leatherette. So diode laser does a fantastic job on leatherette as well. Mm-hmm. In fact, the hats that I sent you guys, except for the one that Jeremy's wearing, that one's DTF, but the other ones that I sent you, we're done on the diode laser.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I have a piece of that carbon fiber now, and black with gold from Lone Star sitting over there waiting for me to do something with it.
Ken is asking if my material list file that's included on the Rolly thumb drive the same as the one on your website. No, excuse me. That was version 1, and the one that's on my website is actually a much newer version with a lot more materials in it. So that was the one that I originally sent when the Lasermatic was first launched. Okay, V, I don't know why you're not getting that download. I just tested it in my browser and it worked fine. I don't do a lot of work with Mylar. I only did one project with it on the CO2, so I can't answer that, George. But
all right, so I've got it in my hand. It's 10 mil blank Mylar, food safe plastic. craft plastic. I
Let's
just
see it.
got. No, it's white-ish. Well, kind of translucent. You can see me behind it. Yeah, yeah, yep. That's what I cut my stencils out of when I need to do flag stuff and whatnot.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yep.
Okay, S-Free 1965
Oh,
says the link works fine.
yeah. Just ignore that. I'm using the beta version. If you get that message on my file, just ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, and if you use my file for the sign, you may get an error message saying that the font is not included, but that font that's in the file is embedded in the file. So just
Yeah,
ignore
it'll
any
work.
error messages you get when you open our files. Yeah, you don't
Okay,
have to worry
Paul.
about Patrick's on a newer version of Lightburn, so just ignore those messages.
Yeah, I'm on the Pro 2.0 beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul is right. It does work as a good diffuser in my light box. I have a ring light above it,
Yes.
and I slide a piece of that underneath it, and it kind
Or
of blends it all.
or tea lights. Yeah. Yep. Sunhawk61 says thank you, Patrick.
Welcome.
TJ says, Patrick, I see you did the heart in Lightburn 2.0. Are you allowed to give any upgrade? We're not supposed to talk about what's coming until the week before the launch, like when I did what was coming in 1.7. So we're supposed to wait until the final beta version before we actually start talking about it, because sometimes they take away features that have bugs. So, Patrick, is there anything you can share on 2.0?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Yeah, Paul's got it right. I do a lot of tea lights, so I use all kinds. I especially like using tissue paper for my tea lights. So I just put the glue on the inside, and then I take the tissue paper, and I actually cut the tissue paper out in the size of the panel, and then I just lay it on top with a little bit of Elmer's school glue, and it works
Mm-hmm.
perfect. V is saying she used the plastic for tea light boxes too, and she prints color. She prints photos on a sticker film and use LED candles. Works great. Yeah, I have one actually on right now. I have orange tissue paper in it. It's a Christmas tea light in my house right now. Always love to hear the software. The software Lightburn is always in beta, and some of us get. There's a bunch of us. They like to have a few hundred people that get a copy of it and work out the bugs. And usually the beta lasts a long time before they actually release the release. So there might even be more 1.7 releases before that 2.0 release comes out. Right, exactly, Paul. Is software really ever not in beta? Yeah, exactly. Especially Lightburn, because they're just expanding their dev team.
There's a couple little things I can probably show you. Change to the Boolean operations. So if you have two items and you wanted to use the Boolean, it automatically, you can come here and select which one you want. Or if you just click, of course not. It pops up in another window, and I know it disappeared. Oh, yeah, you should be able to. Now it's not. Let me select them. There we go. If you just click the little corner, it automatically pops up the assistant. And then right here for your draw a square tool, if you click that, you get rectangle, ellipse, triangle, pentagon, polygon, octagon, star, double star. Yeah, and there's some other cool stuff coming for sure. That's because it's called light burn. Honey.
I mean, you can't argue with common sense, I guess.
Jack says, Patrick, on your download, should the lines on the top one of the two living hinges be outside the hinge in the download? Patrick?
I am opening it up.
Let's take a look. Put it on the screen. Let's see.
I am doing that right now. Not sure I'm following. Yep.
Hinge. I have it's like cut a circle out of it, and so these are all open on the top because it has a bend in it. So a little different. Hmm. Yeah. This one's been sitting for since May, since the first part of June, and it's 3 millimeter plywood. If I can get it, no, I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break it. I just took some guy by the name of Rich, Louisiana Hobby Guy, and did my curve stuff the right way. So this has been sitting for 6 months, curled up, and I can go backwards and frontwards, and it doesn't crack or do anything. So if you get your hinge, yeah, and I haven't sealed it, so but yeah,
Okay, Peter, with the Mylar, you can send it through a color printer inkjet. Best to stain it or just use a Sharpie to fill it in. I just use that for, the only thing I use that for is making stencils. Roger says he just got the new LaserPecker 5. It says Lightburn compatible. How do you get the frequency setting to show when using 1064 mode? I don't know if the LaserPecker, no, you can't change the frequency on the LaserPecker. So on the LaserPecker, they're just using pulse diodes, so there's no frequency.
no, the LaserPecker 5's got a 20-watt fiber with it.
Is it
So
fiber or is it an IR?
it's a fiber, and I think you got to have the Galvo set up for
The
that.
Galvo license?
Yeah,
You
you
can't
have
just
to
run.
switch over to the Galvo license.
Okay.
Yeah,
set
you
up
can't
in there.
just run the standard license on it.
Okay. So when you're choosing your Galvo, what would you choose? Is there a choice in there for a LaserPecker?
I have no idea.
Well,
You'd have
you
to
probably,
find my laser.
depending on who makes the controller, whether it's DJCCZ or
I doubt it.
BSL,
I doubt it.
it could be BSL. You might
Take
have
a look,
to choose
Patrick.
that.
Add a device in yours and take a look and see if there's anything in there that says LaserPecker. I know they just released a bunch of support for new things.
Well, Ventari just did a LaserPecker 5, but I don't remember seeing him do all the setup for both of them. So,
Steve, if you're if you're still in the video, can you answer that question on the LaserPecker 5? How is your LaserPecker, by the way, Steve?
Yeah, it's going to be JCZ fiber or probably
That's what I
BSL
thought.
fiber. One of the two would have to
Do you
be.
think that would be?
I doubt if they're making custom control boards for the fiber.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it would be, but that would seem like a awfully big, control board to fit in that little tiny. I don't know. I don't know. That's something that I don't know for sure. Suggestions for phrases to engrave inside the box. Oh, geez. I think I would ask ChatGPT or Google that question.
Yeah. Are you wanting serious ones or sarcastic ones or
Yeah, don't you? That's a loaded question actually, because that can be dangerous.
X-rated ones? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Paul saying, have you guys made any of those desk organizers? Yeah, I think we all have. The ones that have the pen holder, post-it notepad, and paper clips. You can go back to
Not me.
that website that Patrick was talking about earlier. Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you.
You can go back to that
Thank you very
website.
much.
You can go back to that website that Patrick was talking about earlier, and what was that website again? Boxes.py.
Boxes.py. I'll
Yeah,
drop a link.
they have some organizers there, so you can get like desk organizers there. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Yeah, and the nice thing about that too is you can adjust all the compartments and stuff inside there before you download the plan.
V's saying that she just made one. So Paul's saying, serious, naughty, sarcastic, all good. Valentine's Day is coming fast. Yeah, you can say that again. We're going to be into Valentine's Day in January.
Yep. Another good thing to do is Google trending Valentine's Day sayings, and it'll give you the whole gambit of what's trending right now if
Yeah.
you're looking to sell stuff.
And another thing with that link, if you just type in boxes.py, it'll take you to festi.info. Something. There's a lot of ways to get to that generator page.
Yeah, it redirected to this boxes. Now
Hackerspace. Yeah, yeah.
boxes.hackerspace-banner.de.
It's always been there on Hackerspace. Yeah.
I just put laser cut box generator in my Google search, and it gives me a whole list of ones that I can go to.
There are tons of them on my forum at lahobbyguy.com. There's a topic with generators, just generators, where you can generate almost anything, anything you want, puzzles, boxes, all kinds of things. And I mean, the topic just goes on for like 4 or 5 pages. People putting up links
All right,
to different generators.
I've got some good ones for you.
Go okay.
Uh-oh.
You're engraved in my heart and this gift. Valentine, you've left a permanent.
GPT.
Yeah, Valentine, you've left a permanent mark on me. Our love shines brighter than any laser beam. Love etched in my heart, forever engraved in yours.
I like that one.
Yep, that's a pretty good one.
I like that one. Yeah, that's great. I like that. Yeah, if you just go to Google and type in that whole question that you've got, it's going to give you a whole bunch of responses. But Greg's got a point here, because he says if he made one, he'd still be unorganized. If I made one, I wouldn't be able to find it. So
yeah, I'm right there with you. That's why I'm remodeling my shop, because
then I've lost my pencils and my paper clips and everything that's in it.
Okay, so
I've never seen a mandala generator, Paul. Not that I know of, anyway. Sorry, Jeremy.
No, that's fine. This is just a little container from my pack out boxes that I take to shows. All my pens were in a cup. I don't know where the cup went. These things ended up in here last week, and I don't know how that happened.
I could never get those.
You're the cheese buckets, to my pizza.
The mini buckets from Lowe's. Mm-hmm. I've ordered them several times, and every time I go to pick them up, they say they're out of stock. I gave up. And
you're the cheese to my pizza, slightly greasy but irresistible. I like that one.
This is what I got instead. So I got a bunch of anodized aluminum. They're not painted. They're anodized aluminum. There's all that noise for the microphone. Actual buckets with the handle and everything.
Oh, there you go.
Now, all I have to do is engrave this on the rotary. So I got a whole bunch of these for, I think they were like 79 cents a piece. I have this stack.
Paul Paul has a great idea. He said dollar store has those mini garbage cans. Those would be awesome to engrave for Valentine's Day and put some candy in.
Yep. Yeah, these buckets will work too, and they're pretty durable.
Give them to your ex and say, thanks, you trashed my heart.
I'd say you're the best thing in my life, but my Wi-Fi is pretty great too.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm glad to be back, even if it's only for 90 minutes tonight. And we are at about 90 minutes. So last call for Q&A, guys. In our free download tonight, you've got a bunch of files. So I've got my Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, front door sign. And you can get this right now at Hobby Lobby. The price is $7.99. They have 50% off sale going on. So it's only $4 for this board at Hobby Lobby, and my file, if you happen to have the Lasermatic, is all set up for this exact piece right here.
Guys, stay tuned. I have a video that I'm going to start filming tomorrow, and it's going to be that if you happen to stop by your Walmart and you need a gift to engrave under $10, I've got a selection of stuff I'm going to put together, engrave, and put out in a video.
Great. Hutch's Woodcrafts says, will the hearts work on 3mm plywood on a 10 watt? Absolutely. Yes. So everything that we do, I've pretty much done on 5 watt and 10 watt lasers before.
And just as a little preview, you can get knives like these for $5 each. I haven't opened them up yet. I'm going to do that on video. Yeah.
So
Hi-Eyed is asking where I got the buckets. I got them on Amazon. I think they were 79 cents a piece.
So Paul said something about sticky back veneer to make labels, and I got this stuff at Walmart. This is like hammered metallic, different colors. It's from Cricut. It's right in the craft section at Walmart, and you get 3 24-inch long pieces by 12 inches wide, and I stick them to plywood, and it's self-adhesive, and it's awesome stuff. And I make earrings with it, all the different colors, ornaments, earrings, everything.
Jimmy says, does one of you have videos on fiber laser projects? Yeah, we all do.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we all do. Okay. Peter says, okay. Oh, well, I can't even pronounce that. So
what? Where's Peter? I don't see it.
Right there in the middle.
Oh,
Jim, I got a water bottle and a tumbler for the video.
So Paul's saying, try your luck with government auctions. You can buy hundreds of confiscated knives from the TSA. I actually got 30 years ago, I got my first laser from a government auction. Nobody knew what it was, and it took me a month to figure out what it was myself. That's how I got into laser engraving. V says you can sometimes get them at Tractor Supply too.
Yeah.
Jim is saying, Patrick, I just went down to the Walmart and picked up some tumblers under $10. Can I send you the link? Sure you can. Hey, Jimmy, we're glad you found us.
To me too.
So, yeah, welcome, Jimmy.
These are, this one I've got all taken apart. These are some tumblers that I got from AliExpress for $6 a piece. I don't know what this name is right here, but it's like Skywork or something like that. And this is a new one here. They have multiple lids. This one's a screw-on. So, I mean, if you do a little research, you can find lots of stuff. I'm not going to take all the supplies out, but this is the actual 40-ounce mug right here. You see this got another lid on it, and they are absolutely beautiful. And I think I paid $6 a piece, yeah, for these, and they are 302. So come with lots of stuff. There's a big rubber base on it there. You've got these these straws and the cleaner and, everything you could possibly. I'm not a fan of these particular metal straws, but it's got everything you can imagine, along with a second type of lid. Absolutely beautiful tumblers. AliExpress, I've found, is my go-to place for tumblers, because if you spend enough time looking, you will find all kinds of incredible. Ow, that hurts! Incredible buys on those. So take a look at AliExpress.
TJ, thanks for asking about my brother. I'll give you a quick update. His
Go.
ribs are healing. He's going to see ortho next week, ortho trauma for his broken scapula. Let's see, and he sees ENT for his broken nose because he's still having a hard time breathing out of it. So, but yeah, everything else is healing up. His pneumonia's cleared up. He's up walking around. I think doing much better. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, awesome. So, guys, we are past the end of our 90 minutes tonight. And I just want to thank everybody for being here with us. That's the end of our Q&A for tonight. And I want to say thank you so much to everybody for being here tonight. I'm glad to be back, even if I didn't do anything tonight except share a file. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Jeremy, for adding your files to it. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. We're not going to see you again before Christmas, except maybe in a video. So I want to send out my holiday greetings to everybody. Not just Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you're celebrating, whether it's, Christmas or Hanukkah or Festivus or, whatever it is that you're celebrating. I hope you all have happy holidays. And I just want to thank you so much. You made it a great year for all of us. 2025 is going to be a much better year, and we will see you again before 2025. So, Patrick, say your goodbyes.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donations. Just thank you for watching and subscribing to all our channels. We appreciate you, and happy holidays.
Hey, thank you guys for the support on this little box thing. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it works out for you well. And yeah, happy holidays. Enjoy your families, and we'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, everybody.
Mm-hmm.